right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford F-250 XLT. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford here in Brampton for allowing me to review this beautiful XLT. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the F-250s, the safety features that you do get with the XLT model here, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. So in terms of the different models that you can get with the F-250s, first off, you can pick from different cab configurations. You can also pick from different box sizes and even the rear wheel options. So there's a ton of different customization in terms of how you want your truck, and then you have all of these different models that are available. And in terms of the safety features that come with the XLT, so you only get the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, but when you add on the XLT premium package, you also get all of these safety features. Now, in terms of what powers this XLT here, this does have the upgraded 7.3 liter V8 gas engine, which produces 430 horsepower and 485 pound-foot of torque. And in terms of the towing, now this depends on how you spec out your truck. So if your GCWR is 23,500 pounds, then you can tow about 16,700 pounds. But if your GCWR ends up being 24,600 pounds, then it bumps up to about 17,800 pounds. And I'm quickly going to put up the window sticker here because this truck has a ton of options added to it. So this will definitely be different than your typical XLT. All right, let's start off in the front of this crazy looking truck. This is in black. It also has the black appearance package, so a ton of things are blacked out. Now down here on your bumper area, first off, right below it, you have this massive plastic piece. You have your front recovery hooks. Even behind the license plate, you kind of have like this opening, and then your LED fog lights. And then really you just move into this gorgeous grille here. I love all of the black accents on this, and you kind of have like the honeycomb openings here, the blacked out Ford badge with a front facing camera. Even on the hood here, it says Super Duty. And then these sick looking lights. I love the LED light right there. It's so massive. And then you have your typical lights there, and right here is your turn signal. And you will notice, compared to like a normal XLT without all of these packages, you're gonna have chrome everywhere, but all of that chrome is blacked out, and I think it looks way better like this. All right, coming around to the side, you can really see how massive this truck is. Up top here, you will notice that you do have your clearance lamps, and then around your windows everything is blacked out, and then even your door handles are body color. And as for the mirrors, these are your massive tow mirrors, which you can extend and bring back in. I'll show you that inside. So you've got all plastic everywhere, got the lights, the turn signals, and you even have the side mirror camera. So this has angles all around the truck, and I'm going to show you that on the touchscreen inside. And here's what these massive tow mirrors look like from this side. So you've got the top section and the bottom section. On the fender or the side area here, you do have the XLT badging, F-250, and all of this nice venting look here. And along the bottom here, you do have your side steps. And as for the wheels, look at how nice these wheels look. I love all of the open pockets all around. These are in gloss black. I think it just suits the truck very nicely. And these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, the truck is all black. Everything, all the chrome is blacked out. Even the wheels are blacked out. I am digging how this truck looks. And if you come back to the bed area here, you do have these steps on this side and the other side. And on the back here, you do have a 4x4 decal. All right, coming around to the rear, the nice looks definitely continue. On your bumper, you've got obviously the body color. You've got the hitch there in the center. And then if you look way down below, you do have a hidden spare tire. And you have these steps built in on both of the corners. By the license plate area, you have all of your towing outlets and then rear safety sensors. And then you move into the tailgate area. So you have another blacked out Ford badge and then the massive Super Duty engraved into the tailgate. Up by the tailgate handle area, you have a backup camera, and then you have a light right next to it. And then as for these lights, these are LED tail lights, of course. And then this piece here is your sensor. All right, let's go ahead and open up the tailgate and see what we have going on inside the bed. So opening this up, this is a soft opening, which is very nice. Now, one thing that you will notice, you do kind of have like this work surface area with small little cutouts, and also like this measuring area. And this has a built-in step. So if I just press this, it's gonna pop this out just like that. So that drops down, and then you have a handle here. So that can be popped up like that. And then you have easy access to get in and out of the bed. All right, now inside the bed here, you do have the spray and bed liner, which I always prefer having in any truck. At the back, you've got the Ford badging. You've also got all of the hooks on all of the corners, the box link, and then the LED bed lighting here and on this side. Now on your rear glass, the middle window is power opening, and then if you look all the way up by the light area, you do have a bed camera. All right, let's jump inside and take a look at the trim and the seats and what they look like. So as you can see, this is a mixture of like the light gray, the dark gray. I actually like this better than it being all blacked out. So down here, you have massive storage area with a water bottle spot. You have your Bang & Olufsen sound system, and even the grille on this is like in this aluminum trimming. You've got more space in the middle here, and then this granite trimming, more space here, beautiful trimming here, which you're gonna notice throughout the interior. Soft touch here with the contrast stitching, and even up here you have like this hard, soft material. So all of this tied together, I think definitely pops out. Now, in terms of these seats, you do get the cloth seats in this, but these actually look really nice because you have this beautiful designing and then the typical just plain color here. You've got the contrast stitching everywhere. So even though these are cloth seats, you do have the nice designing on these. And also keep in mind, the centerpiece here doesn't fold down, revealing the cup holders like how it is on other models. So there's nothing in the center there. And if you want to go ahead and lift it up, you just pull it up and this whole section just opens up. All right, so I'm going to jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. All right, as you make your way inside, look at the legroom that I have. I mean, any F-150, 250, 350, whatever it is you get, you're gonna have a ton of legroom. And in terms of the headroom, I have plenty of headroom. I am wearing a hat. For reference, I am 5'11", and this whole piece, like on the roof, it's like indented inwards. That opens up a ton of room, as you can see, so I have no issues back here. Now, behind the driver and the passenger seat, I do like, even though that it's all like the cloth material, there's no plastic, and you do have your storage pockets on both of the sides. And on the rear console area, you do have your cup holders with chrome trimming around them, some venting here, USB ports, and a 120-volt outlet down there. All right, let's check out the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing that you will notice is you have much more space down here with 2 water bottle areas. Everything else is pretty identical, other than, of course, your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and like I was mentioning, for the tow mirrors that you can extend them out and bring them back in, this is how you do it. So if you want to bring them out, that's how you do it. So you can extend them all the way and then bring them back in. So I really like that you do have the power feature in this, so it makes life so much easier. All right, in terms of the front seats, these are exactly like the rear seats and are also pretty comfortable. And for the front seats, these do come heated, which is pretty good. And down here, you do have your power seat adjustments. Keep in mind, for your power adjustments, this is for your lumbar and this is to bring the seat down or move it forward and backwards. Now, if you want to move the back portion, that is manual. Down below, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals, and here is your hood latch release. Here is the electronic parking brake, and then you have a bunch of controls here. So you have your bed lighting, here is how you open up the tailgate, your exterior lights, cluster dimmers, and then the side mirror lights. And even around your venting here, you have this nice light gray trimming with the US flag in chrome. As for the steering wheel, this is manual adjustable. Now, before I jump in, I just want to show you something cool on the touchscreen. So when I do open it up, you do have this nice animation that plays, which is very, very stunning. All right, once you're inside, and let me start up the truck here, because you do get the nice built Ford Tough animation there and an animation over there as well. So that's pretty neat. Even when you turn off the truck, you have an animation there. All right, as you enter inside, your whole dashboard is in hard plastic. You got a speaker here, speaker in the center, and one over there. And then you move into your fully digital cluster area. Now, this is a 12-inch cluster area, and you can view all sorts of different things on this, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just press down, I have many things that I can definitely view. If I press the menu button here, this is what pops up, and I can definitely go through all of this, and each thing might have more things within it. Now, as for the steering wheel, you do kind of have like this hard, soft rubber material and a blue Ford badge here with some of like this granite trimming around the bottom here. Now, on the left side here, you have all of your cruise control settings, your volume controls, Bluetooth, and then on the other side, you have your cluster controls, phone controls, and your seat controls. Now behind here, you have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. And as for your gear shifter, there it is. Now moving over to the center armrest area, you have soft touch material with the contrast stitching, and opening this up, you do have this tray that can be popped out, and as you can see, you have a decent amount of space in this and USB ports in there. Now before I touch on the center console, I just want to show you on the side, you have this nice granite trimming and a ton of space down there, and you're going to notice that on the passenger side as well. Now on the center console here, you have a ton of room because there's no shifter. You have your cup holders, but if I slide this over, you can fit more things here. And then you kind of have like this area here for maybe your wallet, phone, or whatever, and then more space down below here and USB ports. And then moving up here, you have a bunch of different things. First off, you have your trailer brake controller, all your different drive modes here, and then your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seat controls. And then here are all of the touchscreen controls, including the hazards, traction control, and here is the camera. So if I click into this, I can view all sorts of different angles like I was mentioning. So I have the bird's eye view, and here is the front facing camera right now. If I click into this, I can also see just the front camera like that, or I can also see the wider view of the front camera. And if I go back into it and go into here, here is what the bed camera looks like I was mentioning. And then also is your typical rear camera. Here is what the hitch camera looks like, and here are the side mirror cameras. Now let me show you something cool. If I go back into the first section here, there's a plus sign right above the truck here. So if I click that, I can zoom into any angle here. So if I want to go here, it'll zoom into that. So parking with this, towing with this becomes so much easier. And then you get into your 12-inch touchscreen here. So all of your different controls are down through here, all the different menus, and you also have a mini screen off to the right. So on here, on your audio section, if you go under sources, you're gonna have your AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth. And then you have your phone section, obviously once you have it paired. Next is the navigation. So you have the built-in navigation, and then you have your favorite section, so you can adjust these. Next is the app section. So here you have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you even have karaoke and YouTube. And then under settings, you have all your typical settings like you have on any vehicle, so you can fine tune those. And then under features, you have a bunch of different things. First off, you have the driver assistance. So these are all of your safety features that you can turn on, off, or adjust however you want. And then next is the zone lighting. Now, if you turn this on, I can either turn on everything all at once from here, or just one zone at a time. How nice is that? Now let's head back. Then is the towing section. So you can do the connection checklist, add a trailer, all that good stuff you can adjust through here. And then you have your owner's manual and record feedback. Now off to the mini screen here, if I just click this little pages thing, I can either swipe through, but if I just close this, I can also toggle through each of the sections, so that's pretty neat. And if you look on the dashboard, you have even more space up here. Now up top, just a rear view mirror, and then moving further up, you have your 6 auxiliary switches. Here is where you put your sunglasses, and then you have your rear power sliding window controls and your interior lights. Here is a key fob for this F-250. It's your typical Ford key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side, and let me show you what you get on this side. So here's that same space I was talking about on the driver's side. Now for the passenger seat, there is no power controls, it's all manual. And then on the dashboard, you only have like this black trimming, but more of that nice gray trimming that also says Super Duty. And this does open up from right here, revealing a hidden compartment area, and then just your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this XLT here. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford F-250 XLT. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this truck?